Yeah, all right. Let's get into this. I didn't even know this was going to happen when I joined the stream, but we got delighted with a brand new right-wing beer because they gave Dylan Mulvaney her own beer can. So that made us really upset to make a new conservative dad, ultra-right, 100% woke-free American beer announcement. And I wonder, like, do you guys realize how embarrassing this is or no? That you're so upset and offended by a trans it's not even like a branded beer like that. They're like, oh guys, we're distributing Dylan Mulvaney beer. It's just they gave Dylan Mulvaney a beer with a picture of her face on it, and you guys are like, this is insane. It's insane that trans people exist. I'm tired of it. Dylan Mulvaney's got it. That's my beer. All right, I drink Budweiser because it's bigoted. I don't like the taste. Tastes like piss. I drink it because it hates trans women. It hates trans. That's the only reason why I drink my beer. I just couldn't imagine being so obsessed that you'd care enough to buy a different beer. Like, who cares? Like, just drink it based on taste. Who cares? Here's my biggest criticism of Budweiser. Hey, give a conservative a special face beer can too. Like, that would be nice. Somebody cool. I don't know. Arnold Schwarzenegger? I don't know. Who's a conservative? I don't even know any conservatives. Give my mom one. But hey, we made a new beer. Let's watch this incredible advertisement.
America's been drinking beer from a company that doesn't even know which restroom to use.
Okay. Is the company a boy or a girl? I just thought it was just an entity.
Whoa. That's why I created Conservative Dad's ultra-right, 100% woke-free beer.
I like how he walked out of the men's room with the beer, which to me suggests that he just pissed into a can, and we're never going to know the difference because beer tastes like actual piss. Especially American beer, like 5% alcohol. Bro, come on. Give me a little bit of that. Give me a little tenner, you know? Wow.
As conservatives,
that's not good for the beer when it does that. It makes it, you lose, for the flavor, but
we're constantly getting hit in the face, left and right.
Oh, God.
By the woke mind virus. But the last place we want it is in our beer.
Yeah, true.
If you know which bathroom to use, you know what beer you should be drinking.
Yeah.
Stop giving money to woke corporations that hate our values.
What value is that? Not respecting trans women? Like, who gives a fuck? The word woke is so stupid, by the way. Like, we're at a point now where woke just means, like, anything normal. I don't know. Like, a little bit progressive. A trans woman existing? That's too fucking woke for me. A gay married couple? What's up with this woke agenda, guys? Am I right? Take my tip the hat. You know, like, this is it. Everything's woke now. It's like it's like a curse word. But it's like the cringiest one. This is like the same thing as like Donald Trump hysteria, whatever they used to call that. What do they call that? You know what I mean?
And to the rest of you woke corporations, stay that away from our kids.
To the rest of you corporations that are capitalist and they make money by saying woke stuff. You guys are like, capitalism is the fucking best. Oh, this is what happens. They're like, oh, people they like it when you say trans good, and then they will farm conservative outrage. This is what's happening right now. Like, all you have to do is give a trans woman a beer, and everybody talks about it. 500, a million, 500,000, a million views. Oh, are you? Here we go. I'm a conservative content creator making a video about Dylan Mulvaney. Let's see. Dylan Mulvaney beer. Here we go. I'm gonna make the video. All right, here we go. Whoa, are you serious? This person doesn't even know where to go pee pee poo poo. This is an attack on our culture. Woke. Business doesn't even know its brand person. Racist is what I want. Transphobic is what I need. I want drink beer from hate trans. That's a man. Are you kidding me? My dick's not hard from looking at this person. I'm not fucking gay. I know what bathroom to look at. I don't look over the divider and other man's dicks in the bathroom. I don't think what the fuck's happening here. That's literally what's happening here. This is fucking crazy. Get out of here. This is wild. This is just wild. Holy fuck. Ultra right beer. I mean, usually the ultra right, far right, is usually a bad thing. But hey, guys, embrace it. Enjoy the mint. It's $20 for a 6-pack? Holy fuck. Damn. Damn, baby.
Yours online in 42 states at ultrarightbeer.com.
Wow. Okay, yeah, let's actually check out the website, and then we're gonna watch Tim Pool talk about it. Actually, let's see.
Story. So let me jump to the story. So for all those that are concerned, we have this story from timcast.com. Conservative Dad's Ultra Right Beer introduced, combating Dylan Mulvaney's sponsorship by Bud Light. To the rest of you woke corporations, stay the F away from our kids. Now I want to say two things.
Oh yeah, stay away from our kids. I don't know what that means. Just tell your priest. He's probably more effective to tell your local priest stay away from your kid than it is to tell the fucking left.
One, well, I'll say three things. First, I am not promoting or encouraging anyone to buy this beer. It's an alcohol.
Okay, it's a $20 for a 6-pack. Wow. What is ABV? Is that? It's only 4% alcohol by volume? Wait, what? Budweiser. Bro, it's an entire percentage less than Budweiser. Budweiser has 5% alcohol. This is 4%. That's a 20% reduction. Stay away from my kids. But buy my beer for your kid. Bro, this is wild. How much does a Budweiser pack cost from 6? Like $8 maybe at like 7-Eleven? Even if it's 10, this is wild. You'd have to be a fucking moron to get this. Like, imagine hating trans people so much you're going to, like, go broke. Because I know that a lot of these rednecks drink so much alcohol that, like, that's their pastime. That's their number one favorite pastime. That's why they watch baseball. It's boring as shit, but they're drunk. They're like, this is incredible. You can black out and miss half the show and still nothing happened. That's why a lot of drunk people love baseball. Yo, this is fucking crazy. It's only 110 calories, guys. What is this, a beer for women? Why would I care about that? Bro, this is incredible. This is the most feminine beer I've ever seen in my life. 4% fucking alcohol, and it's fucking only 110 calories. This is crazy, dude. You guys are childs. You guys are children. Bro, that's wild, dude. That's a girl beer, dude. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck? This is so crazy. What does it come with lipstick, too? This is insane. Holy fuck, dude. What the fuck?
Alcoholic product. I'm not big on beer, but now you know it exists, so do of your own volition. I will also say it is good that conservatives are creating alternatives by whatever means necessary to compete with these
so good.
With these woke corporations.
This is capitalism, number one, baby.
Creating a market opportunity to say, hey, you're worried about what beer you might buy? Here's a beer that you don't got to worry about, but more importantly, it's what Seth Weathers, who co-founded this, said, stay the F away from our kids.
Yeah, so if I saw you with this beer, I would just make fun of you. I would actively make fun of you. Like, what are you doing? If I went to a family party, yeah, I got this new beer because I saw a trans woman touch the can, and I decided to spend triple the fucking price on beer that has fucking 20% less alcohol. I'd be like, wow, you're a dumb person. Just don't buy Budweiser anymore. All these beers support LGBTQ. Oh, wow, what a shame. Okay, then just go get your beer from Salvation Army. Okay, I think that they do something where they don't want to give, or the Red Cross, they don't like kids transitioning or something, or I don't know, adults. I don't fucking know. My wife says stuff about the Red Cross. I don't listen to my wife. I don't care what she has to say because I'm a fucking man, which is why I never buy a goddamn beer that was 110 calories. You hear me, motherfucker?
So when Howard Stern said, "I don't understand why Kid Rock is so mad," it's not, nobody screamed and cried, at least to this degree, because Coors put a pride flag ad out and said Miller Coors supports LGBT pride. They sell tons of beer in gay neighborhoods. Nobody cried about that. It's been going on for 2-3 generations or whatever.
Whoa.
They're angry that people like Dylan Mulvaney target children, and the woke corporations are targeting children.
Wait, how is Dylan Mulvaney target children? Was she got a gun on her back? Maybe you guys should just, does she have a gun? Maybe we should do something about that. What are you talking about? How does she target children? She's a cringe theater person. What do you mean? What does targeting children mean anymore? I don't know what it means anymore. I don't know what it means. McDonald's has a Happy Meal. They're targeting children. We got to boycott McDonald's. Happy Meals targeting children, guys. This is crazy. I know that the way they're going here is like, well, trans people, you shouldn't transition as a kid. I get that, but like, holy fuck, like, who's targeting people? Everything is grooming, targeting now. Like, this is where we're at. Everything's gay. Everything's targeting, grooming, and shit. It's so obnoxious. You guys are psychopaths. Like, this is, people don't take you seriously, conservatives. This is all you complain about is gay shit. Who cares? It's not, nobody's targeting your child.
And I'll just say it's twofold. Why is a beer company sponsoring an individual whose primary audience is teenagers? That's just like, didn't we have this huge thing about Joe Camel and cartoons marketing cigarettes to kids?
Yeah, well, the VP said
They're awesome.
I don't think it's that deep. I don't know.
Okay.
The VP did say she wants a younger audience. She wants young people to drink, or the brand would, quote, die. And that to me, in itself, that to me, well, whether it's a lie or not, it's still coming from a mentality of, I want young kids to drink beer, which is absolutely horrible for them, horrible for their cognitive function.
I mean, like, you could say that about cigarettes, I guess, too. I don't think that anybody's like, let's promote Dylan because so kids drink beer. I think it was just like, I think that this is what they wanted. You just keep talking about Budweiser. And it's working.
There's some studies even showing how people in their 20s have their brains still developing. So to have that skewed and manipulated and hurt in so many different ways by alcohol, that's something else that should be called out here. And instead of saying, hey, let's drink another beer, hey, don't drink that poison at all. It's full of endocrine disruptors. It's filled with fluoride. It's filled with horrible substances that are really bad for you. And I think this is an opportunity to say, hey, I'm not going to poison myself, and let's not poison each other either. Let's make an alternative, better choice for ourselves.
Well, look.
What do you mean? Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Endocrine disruptors. It's filled with fluoride. It's filled with horrible substances.
Okay, so we were acknowledging that beer bad. Okay, sure, alcohol's not great. Anything in moderation is fine, but
they're really bad for you. And I think this is an opportunity to say, hey, I'm not going to poison myself. And
okay, so just don't drink beer.
And let's not poison each other either. Let's make an alternative, better choice for ourselves.
Okay, which is not drinking beer, but instead we made an alternative choice that is effectively the same. Well, it has less alcohol, so is that your argument? Well, it's less alcohol, so it's healthy. Their argument doesn't make any sense. Hey, this is a really bad thing, so buy another really bad thing. Wow, fucking shitting and coming. That's really good. That's really good logic, bro.
Well, I agree. I don't drink beer. I think beer's bad. But I think the overwhelming majority of human beings on the planet love beer, and beer is actually
no. Most people like hard cider. Okay, beer's for weirdos. Why would you want to drink piss? Like, I drink my wife's, but why would you want to drink another person's piss? I'm being serious, dude. Like, drink a fucking sangria. Like, stop torturing yourself. It literally is. Men are like, I love beer. Just go have a sangria. Go have a fucking, go have a hard seltzer. Beer is the most disgusting alcoholic beverage that exists. And that's true.
Responsible for human civilization as it is. Do you guys know this?
Yeah, with the water, the bacteria in there.
No. I mean, that's true too. But the issue was that humans were nomadic until we discovered the beer making process, or a rudimentary form of it. And then we had to stop moving around so that the beer could ferment.
Wow, we are alcoholics.
We liked beer so much, we were like, let's just stick around here and grow more of this stuff to make more of that stuff. And so I don't know if it's true. It's an urban legend or whatever they say that.
There's a lot of, this is like the second time that they've said that something may not be actually true that they're saying. This is really weird.
Beer was the beginning of agriculture for us because we were like, yo, this stuff makes me feel good. And so we wanted to make more of it. Okay. So I think beer's great. I think there are a lot of people that understand drinking heavily is bad for you, but cracking open a cold one with the boys after a long, hard day of work, you show up to the bar or whatever, and you grab an ice cold ultra right, and then you're just relaxing with everybody and you're ribbing each other and you're having.
I don't think they're going to sell those at bars.
A good time. I can certainly understand why people enjoy that moment. And I think it's fairly obvious as to why this story became so big. It's because, let me slow down and put it this way. Like 5 years ago, I said, sooner or later, the woke stuff will come to major league sports. And people will start to understand what it really is.
Nothing. It's nothing. It's like it's a really shallow advertisement campaign. You just ignore it and it goes away. But you guys are engaging in it because it's only content that you have is moral outrage over dumb shit that nobody cares about.
Rules of the NBA are arbitrary. We made them up. It's a social construct. We decided where the free throw line is. We decided how many players are on a team. And we could decide that half the team should be women. And that will happen. Now, it's happening in the other direction.
What?
It's happening to women's teams first. But I said this was going to happen. I thought.
I guess he's talking about trans women in sport. Yeah, that's obviously I'm against that because they have an advantage, but okay.
That when it got to the point where someone like Colin Kaepernick would kneel, or the NFL would be forced to have half of their football team be women, that's when you'd see a major revolt because regular. people love sports and all that.
But who cares? Colin Kaepernick kneeling isn't a problem. The problem is that nobody would stand up for like the rights of people in like Tibet and stuff. And if they did, they would get punished for that. You know what I mean? You can virtue signal about BLM, but you can't talk about like fucking Chinese oppression. That's the biggest issue with me. And people were like, don't do that. We need to make money. You should be more concerned with that your baseball team's not allowing people to, or your fucking sports team's not allowing people to protest like atrocities in other countries. Especially China, or else China will drop the money. That's a bigger issue than some fucking gay or some trans person on a fucking beer. Right? I remember reading some story. I don't remember the specifics, but it was somebody that I think there was a football player or a soccer player, and they like protested like something going on. Like they had like a free Tibet shoe on there, and like fucking Chinese officials called like their fucking shit and like, we're gonna pull all your ads if you don't get this guy off, or we're not gonna run your shit in China. Like it's wild. It's wild. I'd rather live in the country where somebody can protest BLM, or then like live in a country that like will literally stop you from being able to fucking protest oppressions in there. It's crazy, dude. Like your priorities are fucking ass backwards for sure.
But while sports did play a big role with people being upset, it didn't go that far. I should have made the obvious prediction. Beer. You screw with dude's beer and they're going to lose it.
Nobody
and now
really
you got a
cares.
bunch of regular guys being like, why is my beer gay? You know, and now they're asking that question and it's spreading.
And the morality
Beer is just, you're just gay if you drink beer.
of it still has to be considered here, because if you're
There's a reason that it's gay to drink beer is because nobody likes the taste of beer. And so what you're doing is you're just trying to be like, oh, I'm a real man for drinking this disgusting thing. Oh, that's gay, that you're so worried about what people think about you that you're going to... It's toxic. Drinking beer is toxic masculinity. Okay, it's disgusting. You're only doing it to seem like a tough guy. Oh yeah, I love this. Yeah. Oh, this is so good. This is a sweet spot. Oh, I love piss. I love drinking piss. Get it? Anything else is better. You like beer, bro? You're toxic masculinity, bro. That's toxic masculinity. Go drink a wine cooler. Okay. Go drink anything else. Beer is disgusting.
Dylan Mulvaney, right? And you look at your TikTok, you're like, oh, what's my analytics? Who am I reaching? Who am I talking to? Who's my core audience? I'll bet I'll bet a lot of money right now that it's probably a lot of underage children. Yep. And then to say, hey kids, look at me, drink some beer, have fun, ha ha ha. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely disgusting. That's something that should have been called out here by the mainline society, saying, hey, even Anheuser-Busch should have said, who's the core audience here? Why are we trying to advertise to small children for an alcoholic beverage that will stunt their cognitive function and
Nobody's trying to do that. Like maybe in general, but they didn't do. Dylan, literally, here's why people give Dylan Mulvaney money. They like will sponsor her because conservatives like Tim Pool, Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Fox News won't shut the fuck up about anything. Dylan Mulvaney cannot take a fucking piss without every single major conservative news outlet like trying to lick it the fuck up. They're like, oh my god, Dylan Mulvaney farted through a fucking dryer sheet. Which dryer sheet? It was a Tide dryer sheet. Everybody canceled Tide for being fucking too woke. Then nobody shuts the fuck up about Tide, and now Tide gets lots of free advertisement. And once all the fucking baby brain conservatives, and then most conservatives are like, oh, I don't care, I'm going to keep using Tide. It's just free advertisement. You guys are part of the system, and I think you know that. You guys are just parasites. It's crazy.
growth. That right there should be the conversation, the discussion, and is repugnant and disgusting in its face.
This is what I was going to bring up earlier. I believe that it's illegal for beer commercials on TV to show people drinking the beer in the commercial. They're allowed to hold it and show it and have it, but if they actually drink it, it's become illegal. As far as I know, that's illegal.
Okay.
But in this, somehow because it's on the internet, they're allowed to. That it should be a violation. That's illegal. You can't.
Why should it be illegal if someone on the internet drinks a beer? What? Why?
You can't. Dylan Mulvaney was sipping that thing in bathtub in that commercial.
Okay. Cry about it. So then are you gonna lobby to change the law, or are you just crying here because you want to cry about something?
So Congress involved.
Forget about the laws here. Let's just talk about the morality.
Well, let's talk about this.
Pissed,
I looked it up. Apparently, the average age of a TikTok user is just under 21 years old. So you have an individual whose primary audience, and I believe Dylan Mulvaney's audience.
Do you see like this weird virtue signal? The audience. Your primary audience is adults. Your people are who these advertisements are for. It's for them to go, I fucking hate Dylan Mulvaney and Budweiser, and in 3 days they're over it and they're buying more Bud. That's it. Shut up. Who cares? Who cares?
Is probably younger than that. The reason why the average age of a TikTok user is just under 21 is because you have to factor in the amount of people who are older than that and how it averages out in the age.
Wow,
that means
crazy.
It's probably, I would say the median age, the plurality of users are probably around 16, 17.
Guys, we need to protect the children. Okay. Hey, what if we did some common sense gun law regulation? Because, kids are getting shot to death. No, that doesn't protect children. More guns equals more safe. That's why America has the most gun deaths ever out of any Western country. Hey, you don't care about children. Like, what the fuck? So just stop pretending.
Maybe 18 years old. You then have a smaller portion, which are probably in their late 30s, 40s, or whatever. And then it averages out and it pulls up the average age a little bit, making it sound like the average person is older when in actuality, the majority of users are probably well under 21. I don't think I think Dylan Mulvaney's audience is probably 14, 15. And that's, and TikTok is.
And that's just based off of a guess. That makes my narrative look good.
These kids intentionally.
And you're a role model. You're a role model for a lot of younger individuals. And the same, let's be honest here, it goes for Joe Rogan. If you take a can of beer and you open it, you're inspiring other people to do that as well. And some people may say, oh, you're.
Yes, that's how advertising works. The good thing that we have here is that if a person buys a beer from a store, they get age verified first. I don't know if you've ever heard of this thing before. They do this thing called beer ID laws, right? Hey, let's just get that for our voting too, am I right? And so you go to the store and you go, I would like to purchase this beer, and they say, oh, can I see your identification card, please? And you say, oh, well, I'm a child, but they'll say, well, you have to put it back. Little hack that nobody will tell you. If you go, but I saw it on Dylan Mulvaney drink it, they'll let you take it home. That's it, actually. The government supports it. The government, if you just say that Dylan Mulvaney was drinking Budweiser, they let you buy Budweiser underage. I don't know if you guys knew that, but it's a fact. You can look it up. You can't find it on Google because Google is conservative media matrix. You have to look it up on my new search engine, alt-right conservative dad google.com or something, and you go to that website, and anything you look up, you will get they will say yes to. It'll automatically generate an AI generated web page that'll just confirm everything that you think. It's fucking crazy. It is crazy. Okay, it's nuts. Just don't use it for deep fakes. Don't look up Hillary Clinton's big titties. Don't abuse it, guys. Okay.
You're making too much of a big deal of it, but little things like that, little impressions like that absolutely matter.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with what you endorse, what you drink, and how many people look up to you as a role model, as you're going to have a lot of people copying you. And
so then don't let anybody advertise beer. I don't know what to tell you.
And those are decisions that I think people should be thinking about seriously if they're, influencers.
But why can't we accept, and I know you probably do, but why can't we accept that that's why they do it? They know they're role models. They know. I believe the right is finally getting better at waking up as we realize what horrible anti-human scum these people are. They're after your kids on purpose. They're on Nick Jr. for a reason. They're on TikTok to 15-year-olds for a reason. They're on Disney for a reason. TikTok's
just an easy advertisement platform.
Didn't trip and oh, whoops, I'm at Disney with your 5-year-old. They're after your kids on purpose.
Oh, let me elaborate real quick. When we're talking about mastectomies for children, when they're giving young girls mastectomies.
Yeah, that's bad. What the fuck does that have to do with this? Well, how did we get to mastectomies for fucking girls? Dylan's just drinking a fucking Budweiser. What the fuck?
Hitsumi super chatted $1.99. How are you doing, Papa?
I'm doing fucking excellent. I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you doing?
We actually looked up the stats, and it's in the thousands, I believe. It's like over the past few years, it's like a couple thousand. And
okay, what does it have to do with Dylan Mulvaney? What do they do with those tits, though? Can I get rid of mine? Can somebody buy my tits? I don't know.
The left will say something like, why do you care so much? It doesn't happen. Then why was it? I think it was Blue's Clues, which is a children's show, depicted a character with mastectomy scars. Why?
Oh, yeah, they keep saying that the dolphin had mastectomy scars. I looked and I didn't see it. I was confused. I think, let me see if I can find it. Blue's Clues parade. Parade. Is this it? Here it is, guys. We're right around the spot.
Non-binaries, they love each other so proudly.
All right, I think it's I think they're talking about these things here, because I don't know what the fuck else they're talking about. I've thoroughly examined this dolphin's nipples. I don't know what those are. I guess they could be. I'd be more concerned. This one looks like they have a fucking nicotine patch on. I just noticed that. They're trying to get off of cigarettes or something. I don't fucking know what's happening there. But it's the dolphin. I don't know what these are, but I just feel like these are probably not surgery scars. I don't know what I can't explain it. You know, this thing, excuse me, sorry. Fuck. I keep saying this thing. That's terrible. This dolphin is like in a fucking like motorized wheelchair. Maybe they seems like they have like some kind of disability. Yeah, that's, you know, this is dolphin to say, which one, am I right? They're all on the non-binary float. I'm just kidding, that's rude. No, but all jokes aside, I don't know what these are. I just don't think that these are nipples. I feel like if I was gonna draw a thing with nipples, I wouldn't put them there, right? So like, okay, let's just say I was gonna. Let's see. Okay, yeah, perfect. Let's just say I was gonna draw titties on a dolphin. I would probably do like a thing where, you know, I don't know, like, okay. I feel like I would draw those titties. Is this the draw tool? Is this a pen? I would put them like here. Oh, those titties are too small. I don't even know what the fuck's happening right now. But I think you understand the point that I'm trying to make. Is if I was going to give this motherfucker boobies, I'd be like, boom, like right here. And I'd make them fucking big, too. I'd be like that, you know? And these would just be the nipples at this point. This is where I would do. So, I don't know. Maybe those are nipples? I just don't know. I feel like it's too ambiguous. So, I don't know, dude. Like, this, but I don't think that dolphins have titties. Maybe we should change that. We should give all the dolphins titties. I like some stretch marks on mine, you know? Pretty hot. I'm not going to give this one titties. That's inappropriate. I'm going to give this one a gunshot wound, though, because that's more what's happening to children than... that's more what's happening to children than them getting groomed. Seems to be gun violence deaths. And so maybe we could talk about the children getting shot to death more and how we could do that instead of pretending to care about anything else, because that's more of a problem. So I gave the dolphins tits, and then I made an accurate depiction of going to American school as a child. Because that's, we care about fucking kids. Like, Jesus Christ. Want to sit here and pretend we care about fucking children. Like, fuck, bro. Like, give me a break. You know what I'm saying, dude? I'm just saying. Okay? That's a bigger problem, no? That's the biggest issue that we have going on here. Fucking, that's a bigger fucking problem. It's such a bigger problem, dude. Holy fuck. Oh my God!
Would they want kids to see that? Well, I believe it was. Let me make sure I can look this up and get it right. I think it was on Blue's Clues. There was a Pride event showing characters with mastectomy scars. So,
I'll give you a correction while you're doing that. It's not illegal to show people drinking beer on TV. It's highly frowned upon by the television agencies, since it's like a post-prohibition thing. I was told a long time ago that it was illegal, and that's why we.
Oh wow! You guys just keep taking L's in your. At least you guys are correcting the like 4 L's you've taken already. I don't know if this is true, but people stopped being nomadic because beer. But I think I don't know if that's real. Wild.
Don't see it, but apparently it's just a voluntary thing that they don't. So I guess
look at this. Here you go. Snopes. Did Blue's Clues Pride Parade feature a beaver with top scars?
Oh, a beaver? The last person I saw, it wasn't a beaver. It was the dolphin. Okay, they must have given me bad information. Blue's Clues. Let's see if we can find the beaver. What does this say?
That's from Snopes. Now, why are they...
What does it say?
Blue's Clues Pride Parade feature a beaver with top scars. True.
Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go look at the beaver with top scars. Let's see, where are the beavers? The person that we watched said that dolphins. So these aren't beavers, right? Those are fucking bears. Let's see, we got dolphins, beavers. Oh, yeah. The beaver does have a top scars. Wow, look at this fucking thing. Oh, that's something else, huh? Well, they're male to female. Oh, no, would be a female to male. Okay. I guess that exists. I mean, I don't. Okay, that's just interesting. A little weird, but I don't really care. But okay, that's something. Oh my god,
that's from Snopes. Now, why are they showing your children pride parades with people with top scars?
Because you want to know like the real reason why? Because some fucking gay person wanted to make a fucking Blue School episode including gay people, and they just probably went a little too far unintentionally. It's the same thing where Ren and Stimpy used to fuck each other like with saws of wood. You know, it's like shit for kids sometimes gets a little weird and out of hand because adults make the content and they don't realize that sometimes it's inappropriate. I don't think kids need to see a whole fucking, titty scars, but like it also doesn't mean that somebody's like this. What their problem is that they're assigning like intentionality. They're trying to signal boost into kids' brains who probably didn't even notice it. That like you gotta be a trans. You gotta go fucking trans. Like, it's crazy. It's just some person added it in there. And it was just maybe it was a little inappropriate to be introducing that to kids. But they're not even understanding what they're seeing anyway. So, it's like, stop assigning intentionality. Yeah, maybe they're trying to normalize breast cancer survivors. Probably not. But what if it was a breast cancer survivor that happened to be also trans, huh? You don't know that beaver story, Timothy Pulindrome.
The issue is, I may not be, like, when they come out and they say something like, oh, not that many kids are getting it, you're exaggerating. It's like, I never came out and said every kid was getting it. This is the weird thing. When Matt Walsh was on Joe Rogan, and Rogan asked Matt Walsh how many kids are doing this, Matt Walsh, what did he say, millions or something like that?
Yeah, he said millions.
He said some ridiculous number, and then everyone called him out because it's thousands. It's in terms of cross-sex hormones, I think it's around 50,000. In terms of puberty blockers, it's like 17,000. And in terms of mastectomies for
why would cross-sex hormones be higher? That doesn't make sense to me.
For adolescent girls, it's in the thousands, like between 1 and 2,000. And I was like, well, I can't speak for anybody else, but I never came out and said, oh, heavens me, there's too many kids getting this. It must be in the millions. I was like, one kid getting this is not good. And you know why? Because in Scandinavia, they piloted this and then said, whoa, this isn't working, and abandoned it. And in the UK, they piloted this and then said, whoa, this is not working.
I'm trying to find this. I'm just curious about the sources being cited for 1,000 girls getting mastectomies, because like it doesn't sound good. So I'm like, yeah, that's not good. You shouldn't be able to get that until you're 18. Okay. I'm trying to figure this out. Like,
working, and abandon it. And not only were the children that they were trying to treat still suicidal or depressed, the surgeries and the medical intervention actually increased or made these things worse or did nothing at all. Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live.
Okay.